Good morning, guys. Wednesday, and the world is still turning, so I guess there's a something to look on the bright side of things for today. So, we've all done this in our lives. We've put our foot in our mouths, made a promise that our ass can't keep. The problem is when you or I do it, it has small consequences. Maybe something personal, but it doesn't affect the rest of your family, your neighbors, your town, your state, your country, the world. Okay. But when you sit in the White House and you are the most powerful man in the world, words have a tendency to come back to haunt you if you're not careful. So we all know what's going on with gas prices, right? And every day we get to watch them go up. Oh, by the way, in Tennessee this morning, they're up another 20 cents. Okay. Uh, from yesterday. We're now at 389 as the lowest around. And the peak price in my local area is now 439. Okay. How you have a 50-cent difference between gas stations, I have no freaking clue. Usually they're close, but that's pretty crazy. Closer to the highways or something, sure, maybe. All right. But even then, gas prices are still going up. The fact that oil is slightly down this morning, a couple of bucks a barrel, we're still over 120, but who goes? But we all know that Biden has said, gas prices are going to go up. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay. And so the talk has been, we're going to talk to the Venezuelans, we're going to talk to the Iranians, we're going to talk to the Saudis, we're going to talk to the UAE, and we're going to get them to pump more oil. Well, guess how that's going? See, Joe did this little thing of putting his foot in his mouth again, calling the Saudis pariahs during the 2020 campaign. The Saudis didn't forget, okay? And so now when you get Joe asking them for help, their response is, I don't care. Yeah, that sounds like great relationships that we have with our allies in the Middle East in OPEC. Jimmy Carter, you're looking better on this list. Man, I'm telling you, you're still going to live to see you be the third worst president, And Obama, congratulations. You're going to get passed too. Guys, this oil crisis is exactly what it is, okay? The hilarious part is with Biden coming up and saying that, the reason we have gas prices is all because of Ukraine. I want you to look at something real quick, okay? Here's the average U.S. gas price over the last 9 years, 8 years, thereabouts. That little red dot down there, that's when Biden was elected. That arrow on the right side, that's when Russia invaded Ukraine. And then you can see where oil's gone from there. So explain to me, please, Joe, how the reason gas prices are up is because of Russia invading Ukraine. But what happened between the red dot and the red arrow? That would be, you. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we're facing. Now, I know a lot of us have talked, the speculations all over the place, about what's going on. Open up Keystone, do whatever. Yes, okay, this needs to happen. Not only for the United States, but we need to do something to help our allies in Europe. Russia is talking about closing Nord Stream 1. Not Nord Stream 2, Nord Stream 1, the main pipeline into Germany. If that happens, speculation by the oil analysts are we see $300 barrel of oil. Okay, that's 2.5 times where we are right now, guys. The average price of gas is $4. 2.5 times 4 is 10. Gas in California, $7, right? 2.5 times $7, that's $17.50, guys. Okay. Can you imagine paying $17.50 a gallon of gas? Can you imagine paying $10 a gallon of gas? I mentioned my truck. $330 to fill my tank with gas at $10. Somebody else said yesterday, yeah, the gas stations are going to start putting out hitching posts and bales of hay because that may be the way you're traveling. Now, sounds all fine and dandy, right? Hey, we want electric vehicles. This is going to, make people want to buy electric cars more. And I'm not going to get into the whole part of where does electricity come from. We beat that horse to death, okay? But let's take a look at a couple other parts of electric cars. I mentioned the cost of nickel yesterday, and 45 kilograms of nickel is used in every electric vehicle, okay? Nickel is trading at $50,000 per metric ton right now, okay? It's been halted for trading after it went up 68% in a day. But so let's talk about the petroleum on an electric car. That you still need grease, bearings, and moving parts need to be lubricated. Wonder where that comes from. Oil, moving parts need, petroleum products. Gee, I wonder where that comes from. You can't use vegetable oil or corn oil or something like that. That doesn't work, okay? That doesn't have the viscosity that you need to lubricate moving metal parts, okay? Unless we're going to start making cars out of compressed cardboard, we still have a problem, okay? We don't even have to worry about the fact that, there aren't charging stations all over the place, how are we going to dispose of the billions upon billions of batteries that wear out? What is it? Dump them in the ocean? Hey, you know what? See no evil. Out of sight, out of mind. This air, okay? Sure, electric scooters are great, You want to own an electric car? Great. Hey, it does 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds or whatever it is. Cool. Buy one. But like everything else, don't force the rest of us to do it. You cannot get rid of this resource that we have. We need to get it from somewhere. But are you noticing how sneaky Putin was with this? If you think this invasion of Ukraine was on a whim, okay, the blame, blaming on the defense minister of the Ukraine, if she wouldn't have said something, we would have never got in. This has been in play for a long time, okay? Putin's ties with Venezuela have gotten a lot stronger in the last couple of years. Putin's ties with Saudi Arabia, with Iran, with the UAE, with a lot of countries down in the Middle East, oil pumping, okay? He tied all the oil together and then went in. His leverage is economic. The war in Ukraine, where we're all concerned, the West, not personally we're, okay, are concerned with boots on the ground. Putin's got a bigger idea in there. Okay? And this is his idea of the New World Order. If he can control the fuel of the world, he can control the world. Okay? You go back to how important fuel is. One of the reasons why the Nazis could not take down the Soviet Union during World War II, they ran out of gas. They were going down to southern Russia trying to get the oil fields so they could get fuel. They didn't have the fuel to do it. Okay? We talk about heating oil, we talk about gasoline, we talk about plastics, I just mentioned lubricants, whatever it would be. These are the things that are going to be controlled. Biden has the ability to offset this, at least for the United States and maybe some for Europe. When we're a net exporter, we can export to Europe and maybe help our allies. Okay. Canada has said that they can offset all the oil that the U.S. is going to lose to 400 and 900,000 barrels a day that we're no longer going to import from Russia. But we can't do that without the Keystone Pipeline. The solution is right in front of Joe's eyes. Joe's just not smart enough to see it. And unfortunately, all these solutions he has, which of course are going to our enemies and asking them for help. Where the hell the logic of that comes in, I have no clue. Okay. That ain't going to work. Iran wants all the sanctions dropped. They want to be able to enrich uranium. Okay. Who knows what Venezuela is going to want, but that's obviously going to be your tax dollars and my tax dollars going straight into Maduro's coffers and somehow trying with the, comments of, oh, we'll help the Venezuelan people, and you know damn well that won't happen. Maduro will just get richer and richer. This is where Joe's got everything screwed up, and the ones that are paying the price are you and me. We've talked about many times. You want to destroy a people, a country. Cut the food, cut the energy, kill the economy. Right? We are Petrodollars. We are an oil-based economy. You shut the spigot off, and this country stops. Truckers, don't have to tell you anything. Nothing's coming to the store without petroleum, period. We don't have electric cars there, cackling hen. Okay, we don't have electric trucks. That's not going to happen. You're not going to wave your magic wand and get those here in the next 2 days so we can move all this stuff. We need petroleum. Food. Well, without fuel, tractors don't run on solar power. Farmers can't grow. They can grow. They can't harvest. I mean, what are we going to get? Is this why we got the southern border open? So we can bring in 2 million immigrants to go pick wheat? Because, we can't use a combine to do it? This is getting real scary, guys. And the normies out there don't see it. They're bitching about high gas prices. I get it. But nobody's looking at the next step as to why. There's an easy solution. Don't listen to Jen Psaki, who's saying, oh, there's 9,000 wells that aren't being drilled right now. The little tiny well that's on somebody's, property ain't doing squats, okay? The major wells that we want to drill from that we could get production ramped up quickly are on public land, and, Biden won't do that. We won't open the pipeline. We need transportation of crude to get to be refined to turn into whatever product we need. Where's the fertilizer coming from? Oh, well, gee, you know what? We're not fracking anymore, so we don't have natural gas, so we're not going to have any fertilizer. This administration has done everything to toe the line of the World Economic Forum, to destroy the economy. And all these people who come up and say, oh, Putin's in Klaus Schwab's back pocket. No. Oh, Donald Trump's working with Putin. No. Okay. Joe Biden is in Schwab's back pocket. That's no problem. Okay. That's easy. The Democrats are toeing the line with the World Economic Forum to destroy the world. Putin wants a different New World Order. It ain't the same one, the kumbaya happy crap that the World Economic Forum believes they can do. Putin wants a totalitarian one where he dictates and controls. All right. That's, but he says he wants to reconstitute the Soviet Union. Yeah, he wants to reconstitute it globally. We need, in the West, a strong leader to combat this. We don't have one anywhere. Not in France, not in Germany, not in Australia, not in the United States, not in Canada. Pick a country. We don't have one. And the dictators of the world, the Xi's, the Putins, they're going to take this completely over unless the people of the world all band together. And I see a lot of that. There's plenty of support that we, Americans, Canadians, whatever, give to the Ukrainian people. There's plenty of support that we give to the Russian people. It's not the people that are putting their foots in their mouths and causing all this problem. It's the very, very teeny tiny self-appointed elite in the world that are causing all these problems because they don't have anything other than narcissistic tendencies that drive them. It's as simple as that. I don't care if you're Ukrainian, Russian, Colombian, Mexican, Afghani, whatever. If you are hardworking, peaceful, friendly people, cool, I'm all for it. Be my neighbor, do whatever. You want to be one of these assholes that wants to change the way I live, you just wind up in the crosshairs. That's it. Eventually, this is coming to your backyard, guys. There's no question. All right. Not necessarily what you're seeing in Ukraine or anything like that, though. That's very much a distinct possibility. But there's going to come a time that all these idiotic decisions and pissing matches, dick measuring contests that are going on between all these leaders are eventually going to show up at your doorstep. And you are going to have to respond. Like I said in a live stream yesterday, pretty scary when 52% of Democrats say they'll run and hide. 25% of Republicans said they'll run and hide too. Okay. Are you going to stand up and fight for your life for what you believe in, or are you just going to be the one that says, yeah, okay, nothing I can do about it? Yeah. Kind of like what I said yesterday. Can't or won't. Pinball out.